Hey guys, what's up? It's Damien Coughlan, the Irish marketer, coming to you today live from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm going to wait a few minutes for people to jump on live. But it's a great day today, guys. Hope you're all enjoying your Sunday wherever you are. Maybe if you comment below where you're from and what you're doing today. I'm here with Fernando Bustamante.
Hey guys, how you guys doing?
And hey Gary, thank you for jumping online.
Hey Robert.
Hey Robert. Hope you're all doing great today, guys. Garrett Dewan, my old friend from Apple, making all you guys out there with the iPhones, making sure you got connected. Garrett is one of the people that I looked up to most when I was going through my corporate America journey. He was a mentor to me, and he's doing great things with Apple right now in Silicon Valley, supporting his family as well. So shout out to Garrett. Aidan McLaughlin, how are we all doing today? Alan O'Sullivan, my neighbour back in Ireland. Hope you're all doing good and you watched the game today. Cork are heading to another All-Ireland. Pierre Warner, how are we all doing down Las Vegas? Anthony Vallejo, good to see you, my man.
Sweet.
Good to see you. So guys, I'm going to jump straight into today, guys, and there's two things I want to talk about today. I want to talk about taking action and, you know, making sure that you're not looking for perfection and that you're actually just looking for progress, right? And I'm going to go through some business ideas that you can do. So whether you're working in a day-to-day job and you want to get started as an entrepreneur, we're going to talk about that, okay? So we're going to talk about all the different things that you can do on the side. Maybe, you know, you were like me at one stage when I was working in corporate, I was looking at other ways to make money online, right? I'm going to talk about that. So you may want to take some notes or whatever you want to do. And also, we're going to talk about Fernando Bustamante and what he's doing here at the house, at the Marketer's Mansion. Thank you for joining, Darren. Hope you're all doing good. So guys, first of all, I'm going to introduce Fernando, okay? So, as you all know, guys, I've been living here at Marketer's Mansion since August of 2016. And what the Marketer's Mansion is, guys, is a collaboration of like-minded individuals. So we're all marketers. We all have a same goal. We all want to sell products online. So what we did was we came together and we decided to live here at the house together and share knowledge and share skills and traits, okay? So then Fernando actually attended one of our social gatherings. It's just out of the blue, a gathering that we had, and he's a young, hungry entrepreneur. And I'm gonna let him explain to you guys about where he got started and how he got connected with us and what he's doing right now. So maybe Fernando, you can tell people right now.
Yeah, most definitely, and I appreciate you for having me on. Mm-hmm. So basically, my name is Fernando, like Damien said. I'm 19 years old. I ended up meeting my first mentor, Nick, who invited me here at the Marketer's Mansion for the gathering. Basically, it was really transforming though, because I built up personal relationships with them. I got to learn. And not only that, I got to do some work for them and, you know, be under their wing. So throughout time, I was actually able to, you know, come consistently to help them out and bring value in any way possible. And then obviously learn amazing things, advice, rituals, habits that I got to, you know, really learn from these guys. But basically, where it started with me was with Forex trading through my friend Sydney. It was back then. So I ended up starting trading. And then I recently just had my breakthrough 2 weeks ago, where I ended up turning $25 into $500. And then the next week after that, I invested $250, and I turned that into $2,000.
Wow!
So that was my first breakthrough ever. It was, you know, incredible to be able to have happen. And then it was just a blessing having these guys in my life, because throughout this whole month, it's basically been like a nice boot camp, you could say, because they helped me develop the rituals, the habits, the mindset, and efficiency. A lot of people don't have efficiency in terms of like their health. You know, I would say the mindset itself is the most powerful thing. So I just have to say thank you to these guys.
And Fernando, like, everyone goes through struggles in life. You know, can you tell a bit about your family and stuff? And because we saw you as a real eager guy to get started. So about your family, tell me a bit about your family.
Okay, so a lot of people don't know this, but my dad's in prison for life. since I was born. I'd never seen him, only a few times in prison when I went to go visit him. When I was born, my mom actually got deported to Mexico. So I was actually a prison baby. And then throughout that time, after she gave birth, a few months or a year later, they deported her to Mexico. And I grew up with my grandparents originally, up until the age I was 14, and then I went to foster homes, and it was just, it was a struggle, but at the same time, you have to understand that even though you're struggling, you have to look at both sides, the good and the bad, and that's what I ended up doing. I looked at it from both perspectives, and I made the most of it. I took advantage of my opportunities. I found mentors. I was hungry. I was driven, and I was focused. I stayed focused in my lane, and even though I didn't see results instantly, because a lot of people, that's what they want results instantly. I stayed consistently putting money in my trading account, even though when I didn't see results. Putting money after my last paychecks. And, recently I'm really grateful at the fact that I ended up getting my breakthrough because of that. And it's just been a blessing. I can't say any more besides that.
Yeah, so guys, at the house here, right? So we're all so busy on a day-to-day basis, right? So what we've done with Fernando is Fernando's come in and he's got the basics. So we're teaching him the very basics of, how to manage money, how to value your time, how to, network with other individuals. So, there's many aspects to life that you've got to master. One of them right now is we're teaching him how to value money. So when you put a value on money, you are very careful with how you spend money, okay? So, as he said earlier, he came from nothing. He didn't have any money. So when he came to the house, we got him going, and now he's able to figure out, okay, what should he spend that money on? What should he invest in? No. So the money he made from Forex trading was an amazing amount of money for a young kid. He made like $2,000. So what he's doing now is he's going to invest in a laptop, invest in a better phone. So in order to build out his brand and build out his business. So instead of spending that money on clubs and bars, etc., he's invested back into his brand, because ultimately when your business goes, you're left with your brand, and if your brand is not growing, you have to start back from the very beginning. Okay, guys? So the second thing I want to get into today, guys, is that I get a lot of people asking me about making money online and being an entrepreneur, and what are the ways you can do it. Some people say they don't have time to do it. Well, guys, there are so many different ways that you can do this nowadays, okay? So I might go through a few different examples right now off the top of my head. So, hey Joseph, hope you're all having a great day. Hey Pierre, yeah, Pierre Warner down in Las Vegas, Nevada, cryptocurrency, and we talk about cryptocurrency soon. But guys, let's talk about maybe something first. Let's talk about ebooks, okay? So ebooks are a fantastic way to. Everyone's got a unique skill. So you may be good at public speaking. You may be good at teaching people how to weld. You may be good as a mechanic. You may be good at knitting or sewing. Okay, everyone's got a unique skill. So writing an ebook is a perfect way to show your skill and to create a story and build it out, guys. Right? So don't be a bit afraid. If you have a particular skill, go online and figure out how is an ebook written. What are the ways you can do it, and what are the ways you can monetize that? Okay. Yeah. Another way, guys, is, and you probably know this already, but Shopify. Shopify is another way you can sell physical products online, okay? So as we all know, a lot of the retail companies have been going into, they've been under pressure from the likes of these e-commerce websites that are starting up. And Macy's had a major layoffs, Walmart, all these different companies, right? And you look at companies like Amazon. Amazon actually envisioned over the past few years on the direction that the consumer behavior was going. So they adapted, and now Amazon have become an amazing company online. So similar to Shopify, Shopify is an e-commerce platform where anyone, Fernando or myself, can create a business online and sell products. We don't need any inventory. All we need to do is really to have two main focuses, right? Have a great website, okay? And we don't need to have coding skills to do this. We can hire people to build the website out for us. But nonetheless, we need to drive traffic, and we need to have the vision to create great products, okay? That's the main two things, okay? A lot of people, when they think about owning an online business, they think about coding skills, they think about HTML. You don't need any coding skills, okay? I know companies right now, like men in their 40s and 50s, that actually own Shopify stores. One particular lady in Wisconsin actually is selling jumpers. So she knits these jumpers really fast, and then she's a really good branded website where she's selling these jumpers online. So in Ireland we call them jumpers. I think you call them sweaters here. So yeah, jumpers. Hey Alex, hey Rima, thank you for joining. So for anyone just jumping online, Fernando is actually the latest prodigy to come to the Marketer's Mansion, and he just told his story. You can watch it on the replay, guys, but right now I'm going to the different ways you can make money online. So we've touched on ebooks, we've touched on Shopify, and let's talk about another way becoming making money online, right? Say you're working a 9 to 5, there are ways that you can start a business, okay? YouTube, okay? So YouTube is a great way to very, very cheaply spread the word of what you do, okay? So we have a lot of young people nowadays that are YouTube stars because they picked up a particular skill. They may be good at comedy, they may be good at roller skating, they may be good at basketball, football, okay? So a lot of people become famous through YouTube, and you can set up a YouTube channel for free. You can post daily content. So right now, if you guys follow me on social media, you see that every single day I'm posting on YouTube because I'm doing a 50-day challenge, a fitness challenge. So I want to improve my overall health, wealth, and doing that on YouTube allows you to put the video up and share it and create a brand, okay? Yeah. So again, guys, remember earlier I told you about building a brand. So it's not just building your brand in e-commerce, it's about building your brand as a speaker, as a traveler, as you know, an informational source, okay? So YouTube, guys, if you've got a skill, just practice doing some basic videos on YouTube. Upload the videos and then just send the links out. And guys, it grows very quickly, right? So when you have that virality, it gets going very quickly, okay? So guys, another way is arbitrage, okay? So arbitrage is when people like us who are sellers, we find products at a particular price and then we sell at a higher price. So we can do it through eBay, we can do it through other ways. But typically, you know, there's an old saying: one man's rubbish or one man is another man's. I can't remember what one man's treasure is another man's. I don't know what it is. I can't come up with it right now. But basically, it's like if he's throwing away garbage, I may value that as, you know, really, really good. You know. Hi Soren, hope you're all having a great day. Soren in Minneapolis. He's got a social media agency, and again, guys, this is the power of it. Like, so Soren jumped online. Soren came out of medical school, and now he's got a social media marketing agency. So where he's going out to clients, he's reaching out to them, and he's offering his services. He's going to market their web pages, etc. Okay. So guys, another way is, so if you go on Craigslist, there's a section on Craigslist called gigs, okay? Gigs. So what gigs is basically a section where anybody in your area, so if you type in, say if you're living in Phoenix, go on to Phoenix, and then there's a section called gigs. So it's amazing that people out there are looking for little jobs. So say you're a college student or something, and you go on gigs, and it's like, you know, someone needed to sweep the back garden, someone needed to help type out, you know, like a essay or something like that. It's incredible, guys. I want you to get in the mind of looking online for these different ventures, right? And it's all free. So Fernando's picked up a couple of jobs lately. So what he's done is he's gone on to Phoenix Craigslist, and he has searched for jobs that involve truck. So what he's doing then is he's going to take the truck, and he's going to go around and he's going to pick up furniture, he's going to sweep up leaves, and these are all high-paying jobs because these people living in the house, they don't want to do that work, okay? So go on Craigslist, search for gigs. Fantastic opportunity for you guys, okay? Another way to make money, guys, is through Uber and Lyft, okay? So I meet some of the most incredible people driving these cars, you know, and they're just trying to make a bit of extra money, and it's a great way to network. You work your own hours, you pay yourself first, you're an entrepreneur, and you know, you're driving around for a living, and it's really good, you know. I've met some I've actually met some clients through Uber and Lyft, like when I'm coming from the airport. So it's fantastic. So have a think about working for Uber and Lyft. You know, as I say, you can time it such that you're not working the crazy hours, and you get some airport runs, and you get some other additional, you know, the good runs, because it can become kind of, when you're in traffic, it can become a bit stressful. So another way, guys, is, you know, you may have a particular skill. You're a good website designer, maybe you're a good logo designer, maybe you're good at ad copy, okay? So ad copy is basically, if I'm selling a product and I'm trying to describe a necklace, I want to describe the ad copy in the best possible way, right? Because the ad copy has to complement the product. When you have a product to customer match, the sale is a lot more easier. So if you've got a skill, maybe you're good at like creating designs. So if you go to Upwork or if you go to freelancer.com, you can put up services and you can, you know, charge $20 a design, $30 a design. And you can go a step further. If you start getting a lot of work, you can then start becoming the middleman. So say you get 100 designs a week, you could maybe do 10 yourself and then outsource the other 90 to the Philippines or to any other area that you have another resource. So guys, it's all about passive income. It's about, you know, while you're sleeping, money is coming in, right? So guys, that's another thing you can do. Another thing, let's see, you can put, okay, so say you're traveling, say you're going on vacation, you have a house, right? You can put that house on Air BnB. Okay, that's another way, right? And Air BnB is hot right now, especially in San Diego, San Francisco. Even here in Phoenix, there's a massive market for Airbnb, and that 1 week of Airbnb could pay for your whole mortgage. Okay. Another way, actually, right now is Turo. So one of my neighbors has a car, and he's always traveling. So what I tell him to do is put his car on Turo. So Turo, T-U-R-O, is where people can rent your car on a day-to-day basis, and it's like you can get anywhere between 80 and 90 bucks a day. And then you can put a limit on the number of miles that person travels, okay? So Turo, T-U-R-O.com, okay? Have you got anything to say as we're going through the maybe you give a bit of feedback about, actually talk about Forex. Let's talk about Forex trading.
Yeah.
So maybe give a high-level overview on what Forex trading is, and then, you know, maybe talk about the trades you take and, you know, not being too greedy, and about really strategizing around when to take the trades.
Okay, I will. And then again, thanks for having me. So Forex is the foreign exchange market. There's currency pairs that you're trading, like the US dollar, the euro, the yen, all the currency pairs. And basically what I do is I trade strictly once a week, just because I wait for the right trade, the right moment, and the perfect timing. So one of the things that separated me from the average trader is discipline, timing, and patience. Those are the most things, and those are the most important things that I learned from trading itself, and especially not being too greedy. So basically with trading is I trade once a week, and then what I do is I catch 100 pips, which is just the way of making my money, and then I'm out. I set those rules every single time I trade, because if I don't, then I either become greedy, emotional, or even then I end up losing all my money. And what I end up doing is I follow my rules consistently. So one of the best things I can tell you guys is be consistent with your rules and don't change it. So if something's working for you consistently, stick with it. Don't change it. And then if you want to mess around in the future and test things, it's okay, but just don't invest all your money. Invest what you're willing to lose and be okay with it, especially if you're trading Forex, because that's one of the things that makes people lose a lot of money. So yeah, that's what's really helped me throughout my journey.
Guys, if anyone's watching right now, just comment below where you're from, or if you've got any particular questions related to anything that I've said so far. We can reply later. Thank you, Pierre, for sharing the live. It's always good, fellow entrepreneurs getting on live and sharing the knowledge, you know.
I also want to tell him something too.
Okay.
So here's
hi,
what
Cathal. I hope you're all doing good. So Cathal is, I lived with Cathal in Dublin, Ireland, and Cathal was one of the top business analysts for Tesco, which is a big food supplier in the United Kingdom and Ireland. Good to see you, Cathal. Hope all is well at home. I'm here just with one of my apprentices, Fernando, and Fernando has been living at the house here for a while, learning about business, learning about e-commerce, and he's currently doing Forex.
So I want to tell him that, you know, whatever struggle you guys are going through, whatever, you know, position you're at right now, understand that everything's temporary and you can create your own future by envisioning it and just stay focused. Like, I remember not having anything to eat and me investing my last few dollars into trading. Even though it didn't make me money during that time, I understood that I can make the sacrifices right now in order to live a better life in the future. And that's all I want to tell you guys is just keep chasing those goals, stay focused in your lane, and have that tunnel vision. Don't let any distractions take away from what you want. And especially, one of the biggest things that I would say is your environment. Your environment can play a huge impact on your future. So basically, your network is your net worth. And it's as simple as that. So hang out with people you want to be like, or be around the people that, you know, inspire you every single day. And that's what I would say.
Yeah, guys, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So another way that you can make money on the side, guys, or you can test whether or not entrepreneurship is good for you, is build a blog. So blogging has been around for years. So I know Eilish jumped on live just now, and Eilish is a neighbour of mine back in Ireland, but Eilish is really into the country western music, right?
Yeah.
She attends all the concerts. She's connected with a lot of people in the industry, and someone like Eilish could go and create a blog about the music industry, the events coming up, and then, you know, she can showcase her brand and her information, right? So it's similar to maybe someone's into fitness, maybe you're into fitness and you want to educate people about, you know, training. Similar to food, maybe you're into cooking. You can create a blog online, guys, and send traffic your way, and then you can do some affiliate marketing and promote other people's products. So guys, there's tons and tons of ways of doing that, you know. So another way, guys, is email marketing. So email marketing is basically promoting products online, building a list, and you know, because a list is very powerful. So the more people you get into your email list, the more you're able to reach out to them and give offers and promote events. So there's tons of ways of getting that email list growing. Okay. Hi Chase. Hope you're all doing good. Thank you for jumping on live. If you just comment below, guys, where everyone's from, we'll continue the discussion. So let's see who else is on live.
You should tell them about that little journey that you had.
About which side?
Your journey. Just tell them how you got started with e-commerce.
Yeah, so guys, maybe if anyone doesn't know my story, basically, born and raised in Ireland, worked for about 7 years for Apple. Was working in the headquarters in County Cork in Ireland. Then I wanted to come to America to test myself in the headquarters, so in Silicon Valley. So worked there for a while, and basically, loved corporate, loved learning business models and learning how to network in a corporate world, and then decided to venture out into my own business. So I'm very new to the game. I'm just learning and just trying to do my thing, you know. So right now I'm in e-commerce, so selling physical products online. So, you know, creating brands online. Hey Eamon. So Eamon Collins, I used to play football with Eamon back in the day. He just got married. Eamon, congratulations to my man. Amazing stuff.
I was also gonna say, you did a really good job on teaching me the fundamentals about taking action.
Yeah.
So guys, I can't say enough about Damien. He's helped me a lot in terms of just bringing me under his wing, bringing me into the home, and I appreciate that. I really do. I also want to say that if there's one thing I took away from Damien for the rest of my life, that is definitely taking action. You guys need to take action. There's no reason for you to waste time on things you don't need to do. Just focus, stay focused, like I said, and take action on whatever industry you're in. Just because time is so valuable, and you have to understand that you can't be wasting your time on things that making you unproductive or not even producing results. So that's essentially one of the things I took away from you, and I appreciate that.
And like each one of us in the industry takes something away from someone else. So 9 months ago, Steve Sparks just jumped online, and Steve was telling me, because Steve is a veteran in the e-commerce industry, And I met Steve in Bali, and we were chatting together, and he was talking to me about you know, how he was fulfilling his orders out of his garage, and that some of the products weren't up to scratch, and he was like, just fuck it. It is what it is. Move on. It's a lesson learned. Yeah. Now Steve. So Steve is one of the top guys in the industry. So guys, if you get stuck in a particular situation, learn from the mistake and move forward. A lot of people kind of dwell on the past too much. So you live and you learn, guys, and move on. Hey, Cathal, thank you so much, man. I'm actually home in September for my brother's wedding. So let's sync up there and we'll get a few pints of Guinness in Dublin. Hey, Pierre. Yeah, so another way, guys, is cryptocurrency. So you may have seen the advancements that cryptocurrency has been making in the past. I think really in the past month or two, it's really gotten hot. We have Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin. We have AntShares, which is Neo. We have, I think there's Speen or some sort of, I think Speen or Ripple. So there's all these different types of currencies, right? Blockchain currencies, right? So what the prediction is that over time, cryptocurrency is going to start replacing, you know, the traditional, you know, cash. And a lot of these companies, or a lot of these, let's say Bitcoin is like skyrocketing right now. So, you know, it's certainly an investment, but it's a risky investment. So you got to know what you're doing. So I recommend, if anyone's trying to ever learn something, if you're ever trying to learn something, the best way to learn is through Facebook groups. Because Facebook groups, everyone's at a particular level of what they're doing. So you may be an intermediary basketball player, you may be an expert basketball player. So what you want to try and do is you want to try and connect with people in your industry. And a lot of these people are connected through Facebook groups. So when you go on to these Facebook groups, you're going to network, you're going to find people. So for example, Pierre is right now heavy in cryptocurrency. So if I'm new in cryptocurrency and I want to get into cryptocurrency, I'm going to start networking with like-minded individuals. And that's typically the quickest way to grow, because you don't want to repeat the same mistakes that other people that are more advanced than you have done, okay? So that's why, you know, a lot of people, when they get started in fitness, they look for trainers. They want trainers to coach them how to become good in the gym or lose weight. Similar to when you're building a business. So right now, one of my goals is to build out my YouTube channel. So in order for me to build out my YouTube channel faster, I'm going to have to find people that have 10s and 20 and 30,000 subscribers, excuse me. So that's a great tip for you guys. Always connect with people that are at a level that you want to get to, okay? That could be anything. It could be in businesses, it could be in corporate, it could be in anything, guys, okay? So let's talk about anything else, what we got going on. Did I write down anything else?
You should tell them about your working out, the 50-day challenge. The
50-day challenge, guys. So if you guys follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, or just in general, you guys probably know the past 24 days, I have been doing this challenge. It's called the 50-day challenge, and it's a challenge to improve my health, improve my fitness, diet, and sleep. So what I found was when I went back to Ireland at Christmas time to see my family, I noticed my health was like terrible. I was really, really struggling. I got really sick. And basically my whole holiday in Ireland was ruined because I was sick. I was super stressed. I wasn't managing my time correctly. I was jumping into a lot of projects. I wasn't sleeping enough, and my diet particularly, I wasn't getting enough water. So I got sick. So when I came back to America, I made a decision that I needed to change up everything. So I'm now sleeping more. And the 50-day challenge is essentially what I'm doing is I'm on a system, or I wouldn't call it a diet, it's a lifestyle of intermittent fasting. So what I'm doing is from 12 p.m. every day to 8 p.m. every day, I'm only eating, okay? For the other hours of the day, I'm in a fasted state. So what I'm doing is I'm maximizing my eating window and I'm getting the most out of my nutrition, okay? So at 9 p.m. I'm not eating anymore. I'm just maybe drinking water. And then for the rest, right through till the following day, at 12 p.m. was my first meal. And guys, I've seen tremendous growth, increase in energy, just overall health benefits has been fantastic. So I recommend you guys look into that intermittent fasting. And it's so far so good, guys. We're 22 days into the challenge, and come 50 days, I hope to see like drastic improvements. And Fernando never worked out really before, so we've got him training as well. So everyone in the house is doing the same thing. We're helping each other with our businesses. We're working out together, etc., etc. You know.
Like I said, it's the environment, guys. The environment plays a huge impact on your life. So when you surround yourself with people like Damien, like I never once signed up for a membership to the gym strictly just to work out. It was for basketball, and understanding the importance of actually lifting weights, and understanding that if you lift weights and just stay on a strict diet in terms of eating vegetables, eating healthier. You know, back then I was eating ramen noodles.
Exactly.
Really difficult.
So your diet, guys, is crucial. There was a program out recently. A lot of people are commenting on Facebook about it. It's called What the Health. I think it's called What the Health.
Yeah.
But it's just showing you all the different foods that are supposedly bad for you and that are leading to the majority of obesity and diabetes, cancer. So it's saying a lot of these foods, like these packaged meats, like processed foods, they're leading to a lot of cancer. So, but the one thing about that documentary, it gave only one side. So in my opinion, there's two sides to every story. So I've heard the story where people are saying that, you know, these foods are bad for you. I want to hear the other side, the counter argument. So again, guys, just what you eat. It's very important. So guys, if you are if you're interested in getting fit and getting healthier, improving your lifestyle, you can go follow me on the challenge. It's on my Facebook page or it's on my YouTube channel. Every day I'm going to be posting something different. And over the next few days, I'm going to be like telling you a bit about what I'm eating and the amount of water I'm taking. Like right now I'm doing about 4.5 liters, which is a gallon of water a day. I mix in some branched chain amino acids so that I'm always feeling, you know, full. Hi Melanie, thank you for joining. So yeah, guys, so I hope what I've discussed today is of benefit to you. At the end of the day, guys, it doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, 40, 50 or 60. In today's world, in today's society, today's business world, anyone of any age, you do not need any education. You just need to be open-minded, and you need to choose which business venture suits you the most. It could be e-commerce, it could be email marketing, it could be Forex, it could be cryptocurrency, it could be blogging, it could be Uber, it could be offering your services, it could be becoming a speaker, it could be networking, it could be multiple things, guys. So anyone that is interested in becoming an entrepreneur, you've got to really figure out what direction you want to take, okay? And anyone working a 9-to-5 job, I love it, and that's what I did. But what I made sure I did was every night, I took a piece of additional learning and I slowly started to ramp up my entrepreneurship and ramp down my corporate. So that I knew when I left corporate, I was in a good state to start working, okay? So I wouldn't recommend just leaving your job and just deciding to go trading.
Yeah, cash flow.
Cash flow is important. Number one thing is cash flow.
That's one thing he definitely did teach me, understanding how to have cash flow.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have any stream of income and you're trying to become an entrepreneur, it's a lot more difficult trying to make ends meet or just trying to pay bills that way, because you're focused on the wrong things, your mind's not at the right place.
And when you don't have money, you're stressed and you make rash decisions. So what I did was, in August of 2016, I said to myself, I want to get into e-commerce. So I want to get into e-commerce. So I set aside a budget. I flew to Bali, Indonesia, and I met a guy called Don Wilson. Don Wilson is the owner of a print-on-demand company called Gearbubble. Okay, Gearbubble. They sell t-shirts, mugs, posters, everything. So I met up with Don, and I told Don, I was like, Don, I want to get into e-commerce. What do I need to do? So this is a guy who's made hundreds of thousands of dollars online. He is well respected in the industry. So again, guys, I mentioned to you guys earlier about finding leaders in the space. So you've got to find your mentor in the space. So Don sat down with me, he put together a plan, and eventually I increased my level of training and working and education in e-commerce, and then I phased out my 9 to 5. So when you have an equal balance, so instead of watching Narcos at nighttime, instead of going to the movies, instead of going partying at the weekend, set some time for entrepreneurship, okay? And slowly you're going to accumulate a lot of information, a lot of wealth, and then you're going to become so motivated that you're creating your own brand that eventually you're going to phase out your 9 to 5.
Exactly.
And ultimately, guys, then you can travel when you want, you can network when you want, you can build your own business, you can once you have a laptop, you can work anywhere, right? Exactly. So Fernando gave an example earlier of how he made $2,000. That was a 10-minute decision, right? A 10-minute decision. And now the rest of the week, he has put that money aside, and now he's investing and learning again about other currencies. So it's all about cash flow, guys. Take something you've earned, put it away, put it aside, and move on to the next venture.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Pierre says, always watch Narcos. Well, Narcos is a fantastic show, I will say that. But again, guys, if you're really, really hungry and you really want to get started, you've got to really block out these distractions, okay? So instead of Narcos, instead of spending an hour watching Narcos, spend an hour on YouTube figuring out how to upload a YouTube video. Spend an hour how to create a blog. Spend an hour about what exactly Shopify is, okay? So maybe you're becoming a father. Maybe, spend an hour about, how dads can make money online. So guys, there's so many different ways to do it, And anyone that says that there are no ways nowadays is just crazy, because I'm telling you guys, we're in a digital world right now where in the future, everyone's going to be working, no one's going to be working for companies. So technology is going to replace people, unfortunately. And then people like us, we're going to be owning businesses, you're going to be owning a business. It's just the way the world is going, because information is such in abundance now. We can just go online and find any piece of information we want and build a business. Yep. So exactly, So Pierre has been commenting a lot. Pierre, good to see you, my man. Hey Adam, how are we doing? Is that a French name? Adam Bourgo? Je parle français, but I don't know. Is that maybe Dutch, or I'm not too sure.
If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. And while we're still here, before we end up leaving the live.
Another thing, guys, is another fantastic way to start a business is to start an app. Okay, so apps have been around for a few years now, but you can outsource a job on Upwork or freelancer.com or FreeUp. I use FreeUp a lot. You can message me about FreeUp. It actually finds the best talented people in the industry, so you don't have to go and hire them, you don't have to go interview them, it finds them for you. And my whole e-commerce business is actually based upon FreeUp. But basically, guys, I can't remember what I was going to say. I was going to talk about something.
FreeUp?
No, before that. I got sidetracked. Hey Liam O'Reilly from Cork. Liam has actually been one of the best trainers in athletics for many years. He's an avid cyclist. Go follow Liam, guys. I actually saw you on the Late Show, Liam, recently. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. So when I used to pull my hamstring, so when I was playing football, I used to go down to Liam's house, and Liam was known for like the best guy. If you wanted to get ready for a match, or you wanted to get ready for a particular sporting event, he would actually he would massage the hematoma out of the leg. So the hematoma, so when you pull your hamstring, it kind of explodes, and all the muscle fibers actually just they expand into different areas, and you've got to blend in the muscle again into the back of the hamstring. And Liam was one of the best guys. One of the best. Yeah. Dang. Hey Daniel, what's up? I went to college with Daniel Footman. Hope you're all doing well, man. I'm here with Fernando. Fernando is actually one of the apprentices in the house. So he's been looking to become an entrepreneur, so we brought him into the house, and he's been doing very well right now. Just learning the trade, etc. So yeah, Pierre, Liam, come work out. I'd be Pierre, Liam is a strong man, so I don't know about that, my friend. Liam is a strong man. Hey, Emmanuel, how you doing? So yeah, guys. So another way, I think I'm trying to remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, create an app. That's what I was saying. So guys, the best way to get a business going, in my opinion, is through an app. An application is easily created. You can outsource the app to India. You can outsource it to the Philippines. And apps are a great way because they can become a subscription-based model. And the best way to grow very quickly and to create that passive income for yourself is to have a recurring payment every month. Not only is that going to predict your forward-looking revenue, it's also going to, from an investment point of view, when investors are looking to get into your business, investors see, okay, this company has every single month they're getting, you know, $50,000 of subscriptions from your app. So you may be into cycling. Maybe you could create an app for cycling. Maybe you're into, you know, music. Maybe you could create an app for music, guys. There's so many different ways. So again, guys, apps are another fantastic way. Hey Tony, what did you make out of the game today? So right now in Ireland, there's these hurling matches going on. Hurling is it's a bit like hockey, but there was a big game on today, so that's what Tony just joined. So another way, guys, create video tutorials. So you may be good at something specific. Maybe you're good at like a particular skill. You know, you can go onto YouTube and create a video, or maybe you know a particular way of doing business. Go on YouTube, create a quick 5-minute video on, you know, how I traded Bitcoin in cryptocurrency, or how I set up my first account in cryptocurrency. You go on to YouTube, you put a brief summary, you put a nice little thumbnail. So the thumbnails on YouTube are 1280 by 720. So that's going to be your 1280 by 720, and the call to action is going to be, you know, how I set up my cryptocurrency account and how I made, you know, $100 in my first trade doing Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. So guys, everything you do needs to be showcased. So if you're not showing people what you're doing, or you're not showing people a particular skill that you have, you're missing out. Okay. Brian Casey just joined. Brian, again, another former employee that I worked with. He taught me a lot, Brian Casey. So shout out to Brian. And Brian's one of the Instagram kings, so he's big on Instagram. So good to see you, Brian. Pierre, that made you smile. Search for Dr. Reefer. Can you go find the Dr. Reefer shirt? Maybe give Dr. Reefer a shout. Hey, Matthew. Matthew Lally from Florida. He came visit us. Matthew right now is studying really, really hard, and he's focused on learning the cryptocurrency, obviously learning more about e-commerce. And I learned a lot from Matthew. Matthew has years of experience. He's built huge businesses. And a lot of you guys know one of the biggest things with me, I'm not very patient. So Matthew came in and he had a very, very calm way of demeanor. So Matthew's doing big things right now. Yeah, Daniel, come visit me anytime. Come visit me anytime, man. November, yeah, exactly. I'll be home for my brother's wedding in September. Let's catch up then. So guys, yeah, so another gentleman that I met in Vegas recently was Pierre Warner. Okay, so Pierre Warner, I want to give a shout out to Pierre. So Pierre, back in the day, so back before internet marketing was cool and back before branding was cool, Pierre was actually known all over the world, world famous. So guys, I'm going to go and show you. So this is Dr. Reefer. So Dr. Reefer, guys, maybe Pierre, you can comment below about, you know, how you got started. But before marijuana and before all these big brands started coming out, like these subscription boxes from marijuana came out, before that came out, he was actually the beginning, the originator of it. So he's a good guy to know, guys. He's in Las Vegas. Hey, John, thank you for joining. So yeah, guys, so do you want to say anything else about your plans for the rest of 2017, living here? And,
most definitely.
And what advice would you give any young people? Because as I said before, you don't need an education in today's world. Yeah. You may need it to get started. So if you want to get some cash flow together, that's fine. But in today's world, it's about having positive attitude and about having a good brain and connecting with like-minded individuals.
Most
So what would you say if there's any like 19-year-olds right now that look at you now, you got into Forex trading, what would you say about cash flow, number one, and what would you say about picking the right opportunities and finding the right people?
Okay, so cash flow is definitely the most important thing to do. You always have to have a stream of income coming in, because if you don't, then you're not going to be able to do anything at all or have leverage. And that's one thing I understood by being with them. They said get your cash flow going and then invest and then put money aside and put money into your savings and understand the value of money. So finding the right opportunities, there's always opportunities. I just happen to find the one I liked. And that's one of the things you have to understand. If you're going to do something, if you're going to jump into an industry, whatever it may be, actually like it, be passionate about it, or just find some kind of interest that keeps you waking up every single day and being fired up just to do it. And the one thing I like about trading is it works with my lifestyle. It's basically, you know, the perfect partner in crime. And that's how I would put it. That's what makes me like trading itself, and basically that's why I'm successful at it now, because I've been consistently every single day. And
you're studying it. So a lot of people. So if you're not inspired when you jump out of your bed in the morning, like if you're not inspired, if you're not inspired to get the day going, you know, you've got to switch up some of the things, you know, because so I know him. He's up first in the house. So he's up at 5 a.m. and we're all get up about 6. But this guy is so motivated because he had nothing, you know? Yeah. So like 3 weeks ago, he was living, you were living in like...
An apartment.
An apartment.
Yeah, on the couch, sleeping on the couch.
On the couch. And then we saw his vision, you know, because he connected with people like Nick. He connected with people like Sydney, you know, and Sydney taught him the game, and then he just studied the game, and now it's about taking the experience you got and then building a brand and then showing other people how to do it, you know? Yeah. So right now he's inspired, he's motivated to jump out of bed, and that's the way life should be. So he's found a passion, he's found his passionate niche, you know, and it's exciting to watch him grow, you know?
And it's been a blessing. It's like, it's been such an incredible moment just being around these guys, because at the end of the day, you create your own future. Remember that. Each day that goes by, you have to spend it on the things that's going to produce income, that's going to be able to help you support your dreams and create the lifestyle that you guys all want. If you're watching this and you're inspired, by the end of this video, you should be working on your craft. You should be working on your business. You should be working on whatever is going to produce results at the end of the day.
Yeah. So guys, we've been on for a while, and it's Sunday, and obviously Sunday is a day of rest, which we're doing right now. But we just wanted to like just jump on live and give you guys some knowledge and tell you guys that there are so many opportunities out there, right? It can be anything. So again, guys, email marketing, blogging, YouTube, Lyft, Uber, YouTube videos, public speaking. You have a skill and maybe you want to teach other people how to do that skill. Blogging, as I said earlier, eBay, arbitrage, okay? What else is there? There's cryptocurrency, Forex trading, so many other avenues, guys. So I encourage you guys, if there's something you wanted to do, if there's something you've always wanted to do, and now is the time. 2017 is you have the skills, you have the information, you have Facebook. Remember, guys, most of the businesses today and most of the relationships today happen through Facebook Messenger, believe it or not. That's how people connect nowadays. Facebook Messenger, Instagram stories, Snapchat. We're in a social media age right now, unfortunately. You know, I'd much prefer if it was face-to-face, because that's the type of guy I am. But we're in a social media age right now. If you're not building your business on social media, you're gonna get left behind. 10, 20 years ago, if you wanted to learn about cryptocurrency, you'd have to attend a school, you'd have to go to seminars. Nowadays, you can learn cryptocurrency in a YouTube video. It's crazy. And you can learn it through Facebook groups that are free. And, you know, you wake up in the morning, you're inspired. Finbar Coleman, my old long-time buddy. I'm going to be back soon in Ireland. We're going to have a few drinks. Don't worry about that, you know.
I was also going to say one last thing.
Yeah.
The power of relationships. I built up.
So 2 seconds before you talk.
Yeah.
Finbar, what about Galway? Well, what I will say about Galway is Galway have been thereabouts for years. Joe Canning stood up today and he delivered an unbelievable score, right? I think Cork will probably get into the final, and I think it'll be a Cork victory. But yeah, Canning is good, but we'll talk to you soon. Okay, continue, Fernando.
So one thing I was just going to say is relationships. I built up the relationships with these guys because they've actually, mentored me. But basically, it takes about 20 years to build up a good relationship and 5 minutes to mess it up. So, value their time. Understand that their time is valuable, even when you find a mentor or anybody my age or anybody who's trying to find a mentor. Understand that you don't really have to find them. If you focus on your craft, if you focus on your business, along the way, the mentors will come. And that's the one thing I understood. I stopped looking for them and I focused on what I had to do. And then along the way, when I went to go network, when I went to go, hang out with some friends or, focus on my business, they came along the way. And I'm really grateful that I ended up coming across Damien as well.
Yeah, and someone asked me the other day, guys, and I'm going to leave it on this, but someone asked me the other day about Shopify, and I'm going to tell you what Shopify is and what e-commerce is and why it's been a fantastic opportunity, right? So, Shopify is the #1 e-commerce platform that anyone can start a business online, okay? So, what I do with Shopify is, first of all, Shopify is traded on the New York Stock Exchange, and they've been growing really, really fast the last couple of years. So what it allows me to do is it allows me to build a website with no coding skills, with no prior experience in website design. So I can just create a website and put products onto the website, okay? I can find products. It could be jewelry, it could be iPhone cases, it could be chargers, it could be anything, okay? So I create my website, and then what I'll do is I'll do a thing called drop shipping. So drop shipping is when I find other people, other suppliers that have the product and that are willing to send the product from their factory to the end customer. So I'm not touching the product, I have no inventory, I have no costs, and I'm shipping the product when I get the orders, okay? So why I like it is because I focus on 2 things. Number 1, I focus on driving traffic. So traffic can be organic or it can be paid. Organic is when people, share my stuff on Facebook, and then paid is when I pay advertising such as Facebook ads, Instagram ads, email marketing, Twitter, SEO, etc. Okay, guys? So Shopify is fantastic. If you're interested, send me a message. I'll get you started on Shopify. It's been the best thing so far. For me, it's been what I've been doing for 10 months. And again, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this Facebook Live. Again, guys, said I'd jump on live because we have Fernando here. A lot of people have been wondering who he is because they're like, who's this young kid at the marketer's mansion? Yeah. So now I hope you guys know who he is. He's a young kid. He's on the rise. And he's going to be doing big things. Watch out for him. Follow him on social media. So if anyone wants to follow you on social media, where do they go?
So my Snapchat is going to be ballislife_1415. My Instagram is _bepatient_. And then on Facebook, I'll comment on the latest one, and then I'll reply to some of you guys, and you guys can just follow me from there. But Fernando Bustamante, and I appreciate you having me on here too.
Awesome, awesome. So, what do you call it? We just take a look outside, see it's running fun before we end the live, because we're in our room for the last 20-30 minutes. I don't know how long. So we're living here in Phoenix, Arizona, and it gets very hot here sometimes. Right now it's about 110. So, but it's a great place here. Less traffic and awesome views, So we come out here for breaks every now and then. It's important to take breaks, guys. Hey Craig, how we doing? So guys, again, follow Fernando and stay tuned for the next Facebook Live, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. This is Damien Coughlan, theirishmarketer.com.